Was Fijai one of the three schools that you chose? Because back in the day, of course, we had to choose three schools. Well, it was three, right? Yeah, we had to choose three schools. Was Fijai one of the three schools that you chose?
I got a funny theory
Mm-hmm.
uh, about that. Um, Fijai was not supposed to be on the school.
Okay, it was
Among
not
the
supposed
schools that I
to be the
wanted.
school that you
Yeah,
attended. Okay.
but my mom went to Seko, my aunt went to Seko. So traditionally, we are a family of Sekodians.
Second. Okay.
But my mom was specific as to which school I was going to go. My mom didn't care about any three schools, whether you pick it first or second or whatever. You're going
Mm-hmm.
to go to GSTS,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So it just happened that my mom couldn't come to school to do the picking for me or
Mm-hmm.
selection for me. So my mom said, just go and pick GSTS.
Okay.
Okay. I went to campus, and during that time on campus, never based GSS, I was also friends with these four other students, and we were pretty
Mm-hmm.
close. And we had aspiration as to what we are going to do after GSS and all that. Two of them
Okay.
came to me and said, "We're going to go to GSTS." That's okay. I was going to go to GSTS anyways. My mom told me to pick GSTS, so that's cool,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then I forgot to mention that among the four of us, there was one female.
Okay.
Her name was Jifa. You know her?
Yeah. Different,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. I asked her, I say, yo, what school you're gonna pick? He said Fijai. Now it dawned on me,
Mm-hmm.
GSTS is all boys school. So Atiasi
Yeah.
cannot come to GSTS.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why she's going to Fijai. Now,
Mm-hmm.
for 3 years I was crashing on Atiasi so bad, but I couldn't say anything to
Everybody
her.
Nyankopɔn. So into besi into na ɛkɔ Fijai.
Yes.
Okay, as I mentioned, I don't like introducing my guests. I know what you may say, but I don't like introducing my guests. I like them to introduce themselves. So, who do I have the pleasure of having a conversation with today, and where are you currently located?
Thank you, my brother. Uh the name is Andy Afful, 2000 Annecy House Prefect, popularly known on campus as the Royal Baby back in the days.
Hmm.
Been in the US for almost about 20 years, and I'm glad that we're finally doing this.
Yeah, finally, we get to talk. We get to talk about ourselves and talk about story and all of that. Charlie, so was Fijai one of the three schools that you chose? Because back in the day, of course, we had to choose three schools. Well, it was three, right? Yeah, we had to choose three schools. Was Fijai one of the three schools that you chose?
I got a I got a funny theory
Mm-hmm.
about that. Um, Fijai was not supposed to be on the school.
Okay, it was
Among
not
the
supposed
schools that I
to be the
wanted.
school that you
Yeah,
attended. Okay.
but my mom went to Seko, my aunt went to Seko. So traditionally, we are a family of Sekodians.
Second. Okay.
But my mom was specific as to which school I was gonna go. My mom didn't care about any three schools, whether you pick it first or second or whatever. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna go to GSTS,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So it just happened that my mom couldn't come to school to do the picking for me or
Mm-hmm.
selection for me. So my mom said, just go and pick GSTS.
Okay.
Okay. I went to campus, and during that time on campus, never based GSS, I was also friends with these four other students, and we were pretty
Mm-hmm.
close. And we had aspiration as to what we are going to do after GSS and all that. Two of them
Okay.
came to me and said, "We're gonna go to GSTS." That's okay. I was gonna go to GSTS anyways. My mom told me to pick GSTS, so that's cool,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then I forgot to mention that among the four of us, there was one female.
Okay.
Her name was Jifa. You know her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I asked her, I say, "Yo, what school you're gonna pick?" He said Fijai. Now it dawned on me,
Mm-hmm.
GSTS is all boys school. So Atiase
Yeah.
cannot come to GSTS.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why she's going to Fijai. Now,
Mm-hmm.
for 3 years, I was crashing on Atiasi so bad, but I couldn't say
Hey,
anything to
Radin
her.
Yankofa. So, into Besiantin Eko Fijai.
Yes, yes. I was crashing on her so bad. So when she came, I'm like, "So where are you going to go?" She said, Fijai. I'm like, "If she's going to Fijai, I'm going to Fijai."
Okay, so we post this on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So just by saying this, I have the poster for this interview. I went to Fiji because of a girl. That's what I'm going to capture.
That's all right. That's the truth. I raised my hand. That's the truth. I mean, we
So
were very
so
close.
Fiji was number one, two, or three.
Fijai was one, GSS was two, St. John's was three. Now, obviously, GSS is not going to pick you if you put them on two, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't
Hmm.
want to go to GSTS because that time I went to Naval Base and we shared the same wall with GSTS. I've been going to that place for like 12, 10 years,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So I was so used to the surroundings anyways. St. John's, my house was there. So
Yeah.
again, I was so used to that surroundings anyways. I knew everything about John's and GSTS. Fijai was the only odd one out. I never knew anything about
Yeah.
Fijai. So if my crush is going to Fijai, hell no. Why can't I go with her? Let's go continue.
So how did your mom react when she found out that you had chosen Fiji on top
She
of
didn't know. I
GST?
came home. I told her, "Yo, I put GSTS up top." So she was like, "Cool." When
Fiji
the
fine.
result when the result came, she went to GSTS to go check my name on the board. My name was not there. So
Okay.
she's like, "They didn't pick you with all the grades, with all the results. They didn't pick you. What is going
Mm.
on?" Da, 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 da. I'm like, "You might want to go check Fijai." She said, "Why? Why
Why
Fijai?"
Fiji?
I'm like, "I'm just saying. Sometimes they say, your second option pick you up."
Mm.
Then she's like, "Okay, went to Fiji. My name was on the board." She was mad as hell.
At what point did she? At what point did you tell her that you actually chose Fiji over GSTS?
Maybe after year one because she was so pissed. She wanted me to go to GSC so bad. So I was scared to tell her
Mm.
that I intentionally did that. But she thought GSTS didn't pick me because my grades were not up to GSTS standard. But that's why she was pissed because my grades were. My grades was very
Mhm.
good. So she was like, "There's something wrong somewhere. Your grades are way better. You easily qualify to go to GSTS and even do science.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't GSTS pick you for general arts?"
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she didn't know that I went to Fijai Secondary School.
And I love that your mom loves to watch YouTube, so definitely. When I post this, I'm going to call her and tell her, "Mommy, you share. Mpede share the interview. I will share first part now, okay, and the back But so eventually you get into Fiji. How was the feeling like usually it is the first term that determines who your friends are, where you draw the line and all of that. How was the feeling like in the first term of
I was
Fiji
a
campus?
struggle. I wasn't
Hmm.
liking it because remember, I told you there was only one reason why I picked Fijai.
Okay.
You know, ironically, when we got there, the arts that I picked, they gave me a different course. They gave me business
Okay.
and they put Jifa in arts. So the only reason why I even came to Fijai didn't even pan out to be like we got separated.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was
Oh, you wanted to be in the same class with her
I
as
wanted to
well.
be in the same class with her. I wanted to be in the same
No,
class
but
with her.
but let me ask you. At this point, did she know you had a crush on her?
No.
Oh, fear boy. POP.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
continue.
yeah, yeah. I was just holding her back.
Okay, go on, go on.
So when I got there, the first year was very tough because I didn't really know a lot of people from that were I was close with in GSS that came to
Hmm.
Fijai. I saw
Okay,
some, but we were not very that close. So me not knowing all these people and being in an environment where it's kind of new and you don't really
hmm,
have friends yet, it was odd in the
okay,
beginning. So the beginning it was challenging for a month or two. Then faith being so good, I made friends with these three special people, and they changed everything, the
okay.
outlook.
Before
So
we
that's
come to those three special
yeah.
people, didn't you have like classmates or schoolmates from your GSS that joined you on Fijai? In
I did, but they were not really that close to me. So it
Okay,
was
you
one of those
just knew
things
them.
where it would be like, "Yo, what's up? Hey, where you in block two? Oh, R2, General R2." Then that's it. They were not one
Okay,
of those people that you stand and talk to for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So they were not really that they didn't really have that influence on me. So it was just seeing somebody that you knew,
you
but you
are
can't even
acquainted
have a
with, yeah.
conversation with for like 5 minutes. So I knew some people, but they were not close friends. So it was still like me not knowing anybody, anyways. You know,
Okay, okay. So who are these three people that you met that
man.
changed everything?
Let me tell you. Sometimes, um, what you think might be a mistake turns out to be a blessing. You know, Morgan San, Richard Crunchy, and yourself, Razak Mohammed. We all happen to be from Sekondi, and we call ourselves the Sekondi boys. We used to walk and go get a car back home after class because remember, year one
Yeah,
we were day students,
yeah,
right? So we will go down and go pick cars and go home and stuff like that, and
yeah.
and we
Was it
developed the
what is that school junction? Or
uh
through the bushes?
government
Through
secretariat,
the
government
Yeah,
secretariat,
yeah, that junction,
yeah,
yeah.
right,
Mm,
yeah.
mm.
So
Were you
uh,
one of the guys that were stopping the cars with your legs and then
no, I wasn't.
Blanco had to announce that at
I was still a fear boy then.
the
I was
Mm,
I was still a fear
mm,
boy. I was still a fear boy
mm,
then, so I wasn't. But through that, we developed this bond and friendship, and they were the reason why waking up every day to go to school became very much easier because I knew I didn't care about anybody. I was going to come see my
mhm.
friends, you know. So
Yeah,
it became easier, and I felt like okay, I've been accepted by these people, and I'm good,
yeah,
right?
okay.
So they really helped. They really helped. Yeah.
And what were some of the odd behaviors or like odd interactions that you had with the other classmates that you had met, like the new people you were acquainting with in the class?
I tell you one thing.
Okay.
You remember how when we got to year one, every teacher will come and will say, introduce yourself and tell us which GSS you came from and all that.
Yeah, yeah,
And this person will stand up and be like, my name is this, I'm from Young Christian. Ooh, Young Christian, one
yeah.
of the top schools. My name is
Legs.
this, I'm from this Nazareth. Ooh, my name is this, I'm from Chapel Hill. Then I heard some of the funniest names of schools that I've never heard in my life. And I'm like, what is
Okay.
that school? Like, Che Kwesi Bontum, JSS. I'm like, what is that? Like, what, dude, where are you even from? Like, dude, like, does this school really exist? You know,
Hmm.
it was amazing because those were the like I really at that time hadn't traveled around Ghana a lot, so
Hmm.
I was too green with the geography of Ghana and where certain things are from. So it gives me an opportunity to know that there is a world outside Sekondi-Takoradi,
Hmm.
right? And
Hmm.
uh, um, they came with different behaviors. The way even they talk was a little bit different. The folks from Asankogwa acted different. You know, they had their own
Exactly.
clique. You know, the folks from Sekondi-Takoradi had their own clique. The bees had their own clique. The Chapel Hills people
Yeah,
had their own clique. And you know,
exactly.
the boarding house people had their own clique. You know, how we're going for dining. And we're looking at it like, ooh, they're going for dining. We're day students.
We're
We didn't
going
know
to the
nothing
bush
about dining,
canteen.
which canteen,
We're going to the bush
So
canteen.
yeah, so it was like it was different seeing all these cliques, these groups, and it was nice. It was nice. Yeah.
Mm, mm. And so was there any particular thing that you learned on Fijai campus that you have held on till this point that helps you in your day-to-day activity?
Um, you know how I said sometimes things that you consider mistakes end up being a blessing
Hmm.
in your life.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you that a teacher came on campus, Ken Obin, who now happens to be the headmaster for GSTS,
Okay.
and he changed every outlook of the way I was even thinking at that time and the way I even think now.
Hmm.
Right. Ken Obin was young. I think he relatively was probably in his late 20s when he came on campus. So you remember how those teachers on campus were all old and stuff? Ken
Yeah.
Obin was
Yeah.
young. He just came out from UCC. So he had that student vibe in him.
Yeah. The
So we could
youthful
relate.
exuberance.
Yeah, so we could relate to him because of how
Hmm.
he was. And when
Hmm.
he came, one of the things that he started preaching was that believe in yourself, prepare hard, and work hard. And if you do, you're gonna be able to compete with anybody, no matter where. You know,
Hmm.
when
Hmm.
he started preaching that, because I told you in the beginning I was struggling. I felt like sometimes I didn't even belong there, right?
Hmm.
And because everybody was coming from Young Christian, Chapel Hill, these schools,
Yeah.
so sometimes you
All
feel
the big
intimidated.
schools.
Yeah, all these traditionally
Yeah.
big schools, you feel intimidated. Then you get out on campus, then you see your boys. You went to all these Infantipim, St. Augustine's, all these top traditional schools, and you don't even want to say I'm from Fijai,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Then, but Kenobin came and he really preached the idea of believing in yourself, and if you work hard, you prepare hard, you're gonna be okay. Let me go back again to the story of when we were introducing ourselves on campus,
Okay.
year one,
Hmm.
right? So remember how I said when we were introducing ourselves, people were talking about Chapel Hill, Young Christians, and everything. This boy, I know he's gonna be okay with me mentioning his name. Um, I think his name we used to call him Otumpos, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Michael.
Like, came up with the
Michael. Yeah.
funniest JSS names ever. I've never heard of anything like that. I'm telling you, man, if that boy hadn't said that was his school, I would think that was a botanical name for bullshit or something. Like it was bad. It was bad. But at that time, I was worried about the student from Chapel Hill and Young Christian and all those things. I thought they were going
Yeah.
to be my competition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's when I'm like, okay, he said he's from Chapel Hill. I gotta pay attention to this guy. He might be good. He said he's
Hmm.
from Young Christian. Nah, I'm gonna watch him. I didn't care about these guys from
Yeah.
Asankogwa, We had another one, Harrison Donto,
Harrison Donto. Yeah.
right? I didn't care about them until the
Hmm.
real thing started.
Yeah. When the race started, then we
Oh
realized
my
who was strong
God.
and
I'm like, who are these guys?
who
What
are
were
the
they
proper.
Where were they teaching them? Harrison Donto will murder you. Michael
Mm.
will murder you. These guys came from some of the not known schools
Yeah.
in Ghana.
Yeah.
But they came, they believed, they work hard, and they made us look like less,
Yeah.
right?
And these
So,
guys spend the whole night in the
man,
class.
in the
Man,
class.
they will
So,
burn every candle.
so success is not like giving. You got to earn it.
Yeah. The,
So it kind of works. It kind of works directly with what Kenneth was saying that if you prepare
yeah.
hard, right? And you work hard enough, you believe in yourself, you could compete with anybody. These
Hmm.
guys were learning every day. Michael, Harrison, they were learning every day. And some of us, we thought we're from the big schools, we're gonna be all right, We're gonna be all right. And they came and they showed us how it was really done. So Fijai gave me that, Kenobin gave me that that confident in that mantra for my life.
All right, so we are still on Chronicles of Life. Apologies for that. Season two, of course, and I told you this is a special season where I have interactions with my classmates who we completed Fijai together back in 2000. So it's been 25 years. And so we are catching up, finding out what they are up to, where they are, how Fiji has impacted on their lives, and how the influences and the knowledge that they've taken from Fiji is shaping their now and then their future. Of course, I'd ask them, are you married? And all of that. So stay tuned and please, when you go onto YouTube, check Zaki Media TV. There's another Zaki, but at least you find the difference there. Zaki Media TV. This is where this is going to be posted on also on all FOSA, that is Fijai Secondary School or Student Association pages. We'll post this as well because this is for Fijai and this is for the year 2000 group. Now, so you go through the first year, second year, you become a prefect. How did that happen?
Um, so when I went to second year,
Mhm.
I forgot to tell you, I was
Okay,
in Annecy House, the great Annecy House, right? The
debatable,
it's not, it's not,
largely,
it's not,
highly debatable,
right?
like
The house
whatever you
was
say.
named. The house was named after a king, Nana Annecy, right?
Okay. Hmm.
The land in the hinterland, right?
Hmm.
And I don't know how you're gonna debate with that. I mean, that's a king.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it a great house when there are houses like Kwe, which
What
sits
what
on top of the others
what were they
with
known
all the
for?
accolades and all the
What were they
laurels
known
to
for?
show
What
for.
were they known for? What was Quay known for?
I'm not debating you on that, so just continue whatever you're saying.
But one of the things that when I went there, so I went to boarding house year two,
Hmm.
and together with yourself, and
Were you
again,
were you refused were you refused boarding house in the first year, or you didn't choose it at all?
I didn't even choose it at all because my house was just like
Okay.
15 minutes from campus.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
sure.
but then you think you could go every day to school and you'll be good until you really get there and you realize that no, I think it's life is going to be much more easier if you are really on campus than
And also secondary school is boarding house. You need to be in the boarding house to feel part of the whole system. You come back from school, you come back from home in the morning, and then they'll be telling you about what happened in the evening the
no,
previous
you know,
day. And
no.
like,
The desire to go to boarding school was because of how the boarders will come to class and they interact and they talk. And hey,
mhm,
you remember what happened on Saturday entertainment? In my mind, I'm like, man, how was this
yeah,
entertainment thing they talking about?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you remember
yeah.
the food they gave us at the dining room? So I was like anxious to experience that.
To experience that, yeah.
Yeah, so when I went to boarding house, finally year two, I settled in Annecy room two, with another amazing group of students, friends, and everything. It then happened that we got to go to our final year. The seniors were going to leave, so they had to pick a prefect.
Uh-huh,
So it was going to be me, Kofi Ayakwa,
uh-huh.
and originally Ekobasam, who happened to be related to Reverend Charlie Sam. So
Yeah.
these were.
How did you make it into the three? How did you make it into the list of three?
My name was not added to the original list. It was supposed to be
Okay.
Echo and Kofi Ayakwa.
Okay.
My
What
name was
happened?
my name just got added on share basically out of humbleness.
Okay. How?
Okay, so the prefect at that time, Abraham Mensah,
Hmm.
I was like the errand boy for Abraham Mensah.
Okay.
Like, and I
Hmm.
was, sometimes I'll go and I was like the betweener too, between him and the girlfriend on
The
campus.
girlfriend.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Abraham Mensah would be like,
School
yo,
sand between her and everything.
good sign. I was everything. Go tell this girl I'm gonna meet her. after lectures or after class, whatever. Boom,
Mhm.
I was the best betweener. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't debate me. I deliver messages without nobody knowing.
Verbatim. You deliver it verbatim and you do it like.
Man, I was good. And when I come, I'll give you the response. And even if there are 100 people there, you would never hear what I'm telling that person.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So Abraham was like, he's gonna put my name in it. But he wasn't putting my name in it thinking I was gonna be the prefect.
Okay.
Remember at that time we used to have prefects, head prefects, assistant prefects, and
Assistant. Yeah.
there was another position. I don't know whether it was a house secretary or something like that. I forgot. But Abraham
Mm.
thought I was gonna get something,
Yeah, yeah, but not the ultimate.
not the ultimate.
Okay.
Fate being so good, Eko's name was cancelled. Then it had to be
Okay.
me and Kofi Akwa. But then during that time, unlike you guys, your prefectship was based on just pure giving. You guys it was just handed to you. We had to work for
No,
it. Yeah,
no. We had to. I went for two interviews.
that's
First
okay.
off, no, first off,
Mhm.
remember they came they came to their class
Okay,
and then they mentioned a list of prefectorial positions that they thought. No, they came to the class seeking opinion of the class on which members in the class would fit certain positions.
it's still not the
You
same.
know, like I
It's still,
wasn't
it's
even
still not the
considering
same.
that. No,
It's still
I
not the
wasn't
same.
considering that. Listen, I wasn't considering that because one, I didn't have any school father or anything that had any position
True,
to mention my name in some places.
true.
So I think what stood out about me was the fact that of course you dress modestly, you dress nicely,
That's one
you
thing
speak.
about you. You
Yeah,
were you were ahead of
you
your
carry
time.
yourself well. Generally, you carry yourself well.
You were
So when
one of
they
the
came,
most well
it was
dressed
over.
guys on campus. Yeah.
Yeah, it was overwhelming in the class that Razak can qualify
But
to be the
still,
protocol
but
prefect and
still,
stuff.
the house prefects were the only prefect that was being
That was
we got
voted for.
selected by our peers,
Yes, you were voted for because it is the
right?
house prefect. But then
Yeah,
when you are representing the school on the level of protocol,
I get it.
then
I
yeah,
get it.
you need to go
I get it.
through certain
I get it. But
certain
that one become more of a perception of about 4 or 5 teachers as against hundreds of your peers deciding whether we're going to go with you or not.
I know, I understand the fact that you
Yeah,
were elected. You
yeah,
had to go through election.
yeah,
Our form of election was one through your
yeah.
peers in the class
You guys,
to make it onto the list.
they made
Then
it.
you
They made
go
it
through,
easier for you guys.
yeah, then you go through the interview with the prefect. Then
They
the
made it.
second phase of the interview was with the prefect, I think the head prefect, and
They
then some.
already they already knew who they were gonna pick. So even though you were going through all that vetting process, they already knew we're gonna go with this person. We're gonna go with this person,
Andy,
regardless of what.
Andy, we've been friends. We've been friends I think since the first week of secondary school.
Uh huh.
Did you ever think that I was going to make it to be a prefect, like a protocol prefect?
No, yours was
You
divine
know,
intervention.
yeah, you felt that I deserved it. But
Yeah,
then
but we knew that
who
was
was
not.
going to mention, yes, who was going to
Yeah,
mention my name in the corridors of power? Nobody.
but
Yes.
but being the official representative of the house prefects,
Mhm.
right? You guys, you
Mhm.
guys belittle that position on campus.
Of course, your position was skewed towards a house. Your position was skewed towards a house. You were a house prefect. I was a school prefect.
Oh,
Like my
whatever.
position was a school prefectorial position. Uh,
Yeah,
and on
we didn't like
Sunday,
that.
and on Sundays during what did they call it? During visiting and stuff, Talia Power Kambuta, wear a
But it
white
was
white
great.
and
It
you'll
was
be
great.
walking around like you have no
Yeah,
name.
it was great.
Yeah, but it
But
was
then
nice.
when I got there, I was it was an election between me and Kofi Akwa and
Mm,
on the female side to Gloria Grant and Mason Amwa. And I was happy coming in second. I just wanted to be some sort of prefect. I didn't care what kind of
Mm-hmm.
prefect it was. So in my mind, I even told Abraham Mensah, is it really necessary? Because if you're gonna remember, I didn't like speaking in front of a bigger crowd.
In public, yeah, yeah.
So I was like a little bit skeptical about the whole thing. So I said, listen, give the head prefect to Kofi Ayakwa.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the
I would
assistant.
take the assistant.
I'm good. Abraham
Okay.
said, nah, we got
Nice.
to go through that process.
Mm-hmm.
So we got there. And again, what Ken Obin told me, believe in yourself, prepare. And if you do that, you're going to be all right. I
Mm-hmm.
prepared. I believed in myself. I went there, a whole larger crowd. I told them my ambition. I told them the plans and how I saw Anesi House and what I think Anesi House could be with an effective
Mm-hmm.
leader.
Mm-hmm.
And they bought it. Got about 97% of the votes. Your boy became the house prefect.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was
Yeah.
interesting because
Yeah.
I remember before going for the election. Of course, I campaigned for you because you were my friend, and also Kofi was very popular among
Kofi was
the.
popular. Kofi was powerful.
He
Yeah.
was popular. He was
Yeah.
popular, but sometimes popularity doesn't win. In your case, popularity doesn't win because he was so popular, but he was beaten abysmally in the polls.
I
Like you
think
beat him abysmally. Like it was.
I think what happened during that election, I myself didn't learn from it. I didn't take a cue from it. And
Mhm,
I don't know if we're
mhm.
gonna get there or if I'm jumping the boat too quick. Um I think of his case, what happened was because it was he thought I think he got it. Like
Yes.
he was so
So he didn't
popular,
campaign much.
so he didn't
Yeah.
really campaign much. He was relaxed about it, and I was, and I think that's one thing that I will always remember that up to now, Ken Obin remains probably one of the most influential people in my life. I have not spoken to Ken Obin for years.
Yeah.
Again, if you're gonna remember, he was staying like 5 minutes away from my house, so I used to see him a lot. So me
Hmm.
and Ken Obin used to talk a lot,
Yeah.
and I was with Ken Obin, and actually I think I was at his house, and it was 1 week before the SSE,
Hmm.
and Ken Obin was saying something like, at that time they were taking three electives and I think three non-elective courses, right?
Hmm. Okay.
So can I Ben ask me,
Yeah.
okay, you got to pick three of your best strong electives, then take the three of the non-electives, your best. Focus on these six. Forget all the rest of them.
Hmm.
Then when you go, kill it. You're gonna be okay. Just as what I was telling you that I didn't learn from being overconfident when we were having the elections.
Hmm.
So me and Kenobin, we sat down, economics, business management, between accounting and costing. I hated both of them, but let's go with accounting.
Okay.
Okay, but no, I don't like it, but you don't have a choice. English, good. I think social studies, I might be wrong, good. So
Yeah.
me and Kenobin actually had a projection of what my grade was going to be,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Based
Kenobin
on
was
your.
like, based on how he saw me on campus and my strength.
Hmm.
So he was like, okay, with this grade, you can either go to Tech, you can go to Legon, you can go to UCC. All right, da 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 da. That's it. I really didn't put a lot of effort in it because I thought it was given.
Yeah.
It was
You were
given.
good to go.
I thought it was given. When the results came, I met Kenobin at the bus stop, and I hadn't gone for my results yet.
Hmm.
So I saw him. I'm like, second. He said, yeah. I said, have you seen the result? He said, yeah. I saw yours too. I said, how did I do? He said, you disappointed everybody.
Mm.
I was shattered. I was broken.
Hmm.
I was broken. All the nonsense I was doing on campus and not taking things seriously and
Yeah.
all the chasing around girls and everything, it came back hunting me. Came back hunting me. It was
Hmm.
like, you did good, but we expected more from you,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So, Fijai, up till now, I know that I don't have to rest on my laurels. I
Yeah.
know nothing is given. You have to earn it. I know you have to prepare. You have to plan. Then you're gonna be all right.
Okay.
Up to now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you are still on Chronicles of Life. My name is Razak Kofi. Check us out on Zaki Media TV on YouTube. Of course, we'll also post some reels and some snippets of it on our Facebook page, Zaki Media page on Facebook, and also on TikTok. We are present with Zaki Media Talk. That is our TikTok page. So Zaki Media Talk, as in TOK on TikTok, Zaki Media page on Facebook, Zaki Media TV on YouTube. I know you are asking why do I have different names for different pages? Yeah, because sometimes there are some very popular ones out there who also have the same name. So you have to differentiate yourself and all of that. And on this season two of this conversation with my friends, I'm having a block with my classmates back in secondary school. It's been 25 years. So we are just catching up and talking about life in general and how our secondary school has shaped us and influencing our decisions and our steps today. So you become the prefect. Everything goes well. Your result is out. Some are disappointed, but then life has to go on, right? What was
Yeah.
the next step that you took? No, but before we go on with that, we go on with that, you mentioned that you were doing girls, and all of that. How many hearts did you break on campus? And who broke your hearts?
I was doing a lot of girls. I was doing a lot
Okay.
of girls. I was doing a
Hmm.
lot of boy saying. A lot of boy saying. I spent
Hmm.
most of the 24 hours boy saying. If I was not
Hmm.
sleeping, I was boy saying. You know,
Hmm.
um, I had to learn how to use a cutlery set. You know,
On campus, yeah.
on campus
Yeah.
because when you go to dining or for dining and you don't know how to use a cutlery set, so that was a bad look. And in the beginning, I wasn't eating. I wasn't comfortable eating because I didn't know how to use a cutlery set. So
Yeah,
I had to,
not to cut you. That is one thing that I insisted on when I became like the protocol prefect, especially
yes,
with the yeah, with the first and second year. And
yes,
one thing that ignited that push was I had this friend who was in Form 1
yeah,
who had come from like a far place, and when it was dining and everybody, like most of the people on the table were using cutlery, she couldn't. She couldn't use it. So I helped her. And one day at entertainment at the entertainment grounds, I was standing alone. Like I used to be alone joining entertainment because Salim and Pem was some. Then she came around. She said, "Oh, she just wanted to thank me for teaching her how to use the cutlery set." And it was one thing she admired. She had seen it on TV and stuff, but she had tried. I'm like, okay, that's a good sign that I'm doing something positive. So from that day on, Charlie, it was a must for the juniors. You need to have it. You need to have it. You need to use it. I remember one time one of the juniors would say, senior, Dokun say baby, so I better use fork and knife. Dokun keke. How about now how you know?
it was tough.
Charlie.
It was
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking about girls like so. You know how we used to have the prefect room, right? The dining
Yes,
room
yes,
where
yes.
the
That
prefect
inner
would come.
room, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
me. Everywhere I go, I manage to find a crash, right? Then
Hmm.
I'm not going to be able to say nothing to them, but I'll just be
Okay.
crashing on them. They don't even know I'm crashing on them, but I'll be crashing on
Of
them,
course.
right?
Okay.
So when we became prefect, there was one girl that I was crashing on,
I
and
think I know who it is by say it.
I didn't know how to use a cutlery set at that time. So when we go
Okay.
for dining, I will be sitting there, wait till all the prefects finish eating, and when she leaves before, I'm like,
Charlie, I
golly,
don't that too.
you know, Dinah Brown,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
I
She
was
was
crashing on that. I think she
Diana
was,
Brown was the protocol prefect, right?
yeah,
Or she was, yeah, she
yeah.
was the
I
protocol
think, yeah,
prefect.
protocol prefect, assistant girls protocol prefect, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I was crashing on Diana Brown, and for one funny reason, she always managed to sit across where I sit. You know,
She'll be
so then,
looking into your eyes.
bro, sometimes I'm telling you, I see her and I act like I'm not really hungry, like I'm flexing, like I'm good, you know. Then I go
Oh,
to
so no,
boys'
we
dorm.
will look.
Charlie,
We
I
will
go to
too.
boys' dorm. I'm begging for Gary. Like, Charlie, somebody help me. Somebody help me. I'm dying. Like,
They could
I
have
remember
got a
Santis.
Samuel baby.
Man, I remember Santis one night, man. Santis one night, man. We heard someone crying outside Annie's room too. You know,
Hmm.
I'm like, who is that? We went there, it was Santos. He had Gary, he had sugar but no water. The tap
Why?
was
The
closed. The
time
tap
was
was
off.
closed.
Yeah,
Off.
yeah.
You know, the tap. So it was like no water on campus. This guy has been
Hmm.
searching for water, rooms to room, and nobody could give him water. So yeah.
Do you remember about water? Do you remember one time there was this, I think a crow died in the reservoir.
Oh
Do
yes.
you
So they
remember
told
that?
us
Yeah.
not to be drinking from that reservoir,
Yes, yes. So
right?
anytime you fetch the water, you
Yeah.
saw, some
That's
debris in
that's
them and all
exactly
of
how
that.
hungry I was. Anytime that girl sit across me and I flex,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I don't eat kenke. Who eats kenke? I'm a big boy. Man, what is this?
Meanwhile,
Man,
she'll
I
be
don't,
sitting on the other side eating a kinky with
bro.
grace.
But she's
Uh-huh.
eating her kenke.
She is eating a kinky. Now
And
it's
I'm
now
not.
let's say
Me and
fine
my
boy
crush,
with the kinky.
I go everywhere, I pick crush, you know, bro,
Mm.
then I'll go back to the boys' dorm and I'm begging for Gary. Just give me Gary to chew,
Mhm.
right? So that was funny, but yeah, you need to combine the academics with the social aspects of life too.
It's very
You
important.
know, it's very
You
important.
shouldn't just pass through the
You know,
school.
you
The
didn't just
school has
pass
to
through.
also pass through you.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah. So I managed to, that's where uh, some of the interactions with the females started. You know,
Hmm.
but then you sometimes overdo it. You
Hmm.
know,
How
and
many hearts did you break on campus?
uh, the one that I remember most was this young lady that it wasn't my intention to go ask her out. It was
Hmm.
basically boys being boys. You know,
Boys influence.
she was with one
Okay.
guy and he was
Hmm.
talking tough. She was like,
Yeah.
nobody can take her away from me. Nobody can take her
Yeah.
away
Yeah.
from me. You know. So I'm like, nobody saying anything. All right, I'm gonna take the challenge.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
go
took
take
the
her away
challenge
from
on.
you. So I took the challenge from.
Okay.
So everybody was like, hey, all right.
Hmm.
So they gave me like 3 days,
Okay.
right? If I'm gonna be able to take it away from her from this guy. So I was like, okay, watch me, watch me go to it. So she was not a prefect, but that day when we were gonna go for dining, I didn't go to the prefect room. I went to the
Yeah,
um,
the
the,
regular.
the dining room with the other students and sat right in front of her.
Okay.
Right in front of her. Something that was supposed to take me 3 days, I did it within 30 minutes.
Fine boy. Fine boy on the mission.
We got it done.
Hmm.
Man, this girl went and saw this boy. It's over. Oh, the boy
Hey,
started.
that same day.
Boy started hailing me.
Hey.
Charlie, my head make
Killer.
big. But
Hmm.
it's the case that you really, in your heart, you didn't really have, So
Any feelings for her?
I had to wait. After about 2 weeks, I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. I got to end this. But I didn't know how to say
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
was a joke, it was a play, or anything like that. I waited during visiting hours. You know how sometimes these boys from other schools they come and visit some of these ladies
Yeah.
sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So then I went to her and I'm like, after entertainment, I said, I heard there was this boys from St. John's that came and visited you.
Interested
She
you.
said, she said, no, no, nobody came visit me. I said, yeah, I saw someone told me. He said, no. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna talk to you again.
Boy,
Oh
you
boy,
wanted a way out.
I went to the
And
way
that's
out.
how you broke it off with her.
Wherever you are in life, I'm sorry. Wherever you are in life, I know, and I hope you are doing very well. I was
Hmm.
just 17 years old, man. I'm 17, 18. I'm sorry, but you know, I got my share
But
too. I got
Uh-huh.
my
I
shirt.
was
I
coming
got
to
my
that.
shirt. You know, the
Okay.
girl, I was, Miriam, the young lady
Okay.
that, young, young lady that I
Okay.
was also with. One time I saw her walking with the boys prefect. Now you know the boys
Okay.
prefect. It was not a
Stepped
joke.
up and he
You know,
say,
and they say has the French connection thing and
mm-hmm,
tall and good
mm-hmm,
looking. So when I saw her walking with Anise, I was shocked. Because, dude,
mm-hmm.
the only French I could speak with Sava, you know, Anise is French,
Je
you know.
m'appelle.
Je m'appelle, you know how these girls, when these French people start speaking French, they'll be like,
Yeah.
ooh, bro, that was hot. That was tough. That was
Mhm.
tough. I thought I wanted to go learn French just because of
Okay,
that.
because of her. Okay.
But
Okay.
the only thing I could say was
One
Sava.
fact.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
but and it was even just friends with her. It wasn't anything serious. But yeah, I didn't like that. That was not cool at all.
You know
That
how
was
you feel, right? When you go breaking
God.
other people's heart. When
Hey,
when you see something that is similar to it coming to you,
hey,
then you be
all you
afraid.
young Fijai students out there who might be watching this,
Mm-hmm.
you just went to school to learn. Now I
Mm-hmm.
understand. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you gotta add the social life to academics, but
Uh,
do not go about playing with other people's emotions. Don't be like me. I've repented, right?
this is coming.
Repented.
This is coming from the fanboy royal baby. That's where it got on the royal baby from. That's how we
I've
got the
repented.
royal baby from.
I've
Okay, so
repented.
let's shift our
Hey,
attention a bit
but again, let me
from
give you another
Fijay.
one,
Uh-huh.
right? Let me give you another
Uh-huh.
one, right? I
Okay.
got caught. I got caught, and I know she don't mind, so I'm gonna mention her name because she's
Mm-hmm.
crazy just like me. We
Okay.
got caught by the senior housemaster kissing
You got called with who? I
Emily
don't know
Aqua.
this.
Emily Aqua.
I don't know this. I don't know this. Really?
Mr.
Mr.
Aja.
Aja,
Yeah, you saw he didn't say anything. He just ran.
in the evening.
No, in the afternoon during classes hours, right? By the staircase close to business one. Is it one? Not three. Isaac Quayson's class was it was three, right? Isaac was in three, right?
Yeah, business three.
Yeah. So you know how there
Really?
was the stairs. You know how there was the
Okay.
stairs.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
saw Emilia coming upstairs. I was descending.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know my
And you
craziness. Let me
planted
get a
it
key.
quick.
And I got the right person who was just as crazy as me.
Mm-hmm.
So when
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Let me get a key," she was like, "Come on." Then now we saw Mr. AJ looking at us.
Hey,
He just
Radin Yankopon. How was the feeling like in that week? Because you
bro.
knew, like, you knew
I thought I
something
was gonna
might
get
come.
suspended. I thought I was gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
suspended.
yeah.
I
Because
was
Mr.
waiting
Aja
for
is no nonsense.
Mr. AJ was no nonsense. But my hope was my housemaster, Mr. Kwedu,
Mm-hmm. Mr. Kwedu Radin
because he was no nonsense, and Mr. Kwedu liked me. So I knew, but I was thinking, should I go tell Mr. Kwedu first before
first,
Mr. AJ goes
before
to
it
him,
breaks
or
out.
I should wait? Because I know Mr.
Mhm.
Kwedu will go be like, so what did you say my house preferred did? So I was like. I was, that
Mm.
man was crazy, but he liked me, so that was my only hope. Him and Ken Obin, like, if this thing goes out, no. But like I said, I know Emilia is just as crazy. He don't mind. But these are some of the
Mm.
funny memories I had on campus. It was crazy.
Yo, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, still on Chronicles of Life. My name is Razak Kofi. I'm in the conversation with Andy Leonard Afful. He was the house prefect for NAC back in 2000, back in 1999, 2000 academic
Yes,
year
sir.
when we completed. Yeah. So Andy is now in the US. So after secondary school, well, what else did you do? How did you proceed from
Um,
there?
um, you know how when you graduate, you wait for like a year before you go
Mhm,
to whatever. I didn't want to wait for a year and all that, so I went to Takoradi Polytechnic with you.
mhm.
With the
Yeah.
same friends, close friends, but we both, you and I we did the same program. The other two did different programs. But so I went to Taekwondo Poly, but I just wanted to model my life so after Kenobin. I wanted to be a
Mhm,
teacher. I wanted to go to UCC Then I wanted to
Okay.
come out and be a teacher, just like Kenobin. I wanted to become an economics lecture teacher, just
Mm-hmm.
like Kenobin. Because of that, I didn't go to UCC at that time. I went to Tripoli. I had this thing where even when I go to Accra and we get to UCC campus, I wouldn't look at that school. I
Yeah.
just wouldn't turn my head to look at it because to me, it's like I'm never going to look at that school until I
Mm-hmm.
go there
Okay.
and become an economics teacher. But
Okay.
I'd always wanted only two schools. If I was going to be an economics teacher, I was going to teach only two schools.
Okay.
Besides
Which
those
way?
two schools, I wasn't going to teach any school.
Mm-hmm. And which were the schools?
Fijai, Fijai, Archbishop Potter Girls.
Because of the girls and the uniform. And the uniform. And the
I
uniform.
wasn't I wasn't gonna survive at St. John's or GSTS. So them guys are crazy.
Mm.
you know. So I wanted to model my life so right after Kenobin, but again, sometimes faith and life, throw you a different dice and you got to roll with it. So I found myself at
Mm.
Technical Polytechnic. I did marketing, and again, Fijai helped me because even when I went to T Poly first year, I wasn't writing notes in economics. I wasn't writing notes in a lot of the marketing programs because I had my note from Daddy Kane,
Mm-hmm.
who was our business management teacher. Then I had of
An
course, my
awesome
mentor,
teacher, yeah, Daddy K.
Charlie, awesome teacher, Daddy Kane, and
Yeah.
everything that was being taught on T Poly campus, economics and management, I had this.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me believe that, man, Fijai really prepared us. Like you
Yeah.
went a step up, but you're still using these notes to the extent that you are not even writing notes on
Yeah.
campus. You're still killing it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, when I went to T Poly, that anxiety I had with everybody that went to some of these top-notch GSS schools, I never had it
Yeah.
on T Poly campus
Yeah.
because I learned my lesson on campus Fijai and Ken been prepared me like if you're good enough and you're hard enough and you prepare hard enough, you're gonna be okay. So when we got there and people were from this secondary school, St. Augustine's in Francipim, I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care.
Bring it
Like
on.
I'm now Michael Otumpos. I'm now the guy with the weird GSs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
now Harrison Donto,
Mm-hmm.
right? So in my mind, yeah, whatever, man, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, and again, that's for that. Even up to now in my life, I don't go with names. I go with preparation. I go with hard work. I go with. Look, you said we're going to talk about sports, and I don't know whether it's the right time for me to bring this in.
Yeah. Bring it on. Let's go.
Again, all you young people out there, don't do what I'm about to tell you, especially your Fiji students about to listen to this. Don't do it. Manchester
Mm-hmm.
United and Tottenham Hotspur played the Europa Cup
Mm-hmm.
about some few months ago. I placed $100 that Manchester United was going to win. I lost my $100 flat out just
Thank you.
because, just
Thank you.
because.
That is the payback. That is the payback you get for that
Hey,
1999 loss that you
hey, you
meted
win
out
some,
to
you win some,
Bayern
you
Munich.
lose some. You win some, you lose some. But who cares about Europa Cup? We waiting for the Champions League. But
When
again, I
when are
went,
you
I went.
when are you playing Champions League?
Don't worry, don't worry.
When are you playing Champions League?
If you work hard and you prepare hard, you're gonna be
Oh,
all right.
come on.
We're doing that.
Some things don't apply to
Let
Manchester
me tell you.
United. So forget it.
Let me tell
Some
you.
things don't apply to Manchester United. Uh-huh.
So I went.
Look, listen, for those of you watching, I hated this guy so much in 1999 when Manchester United played Bayern Munich. Now, watch this. The whole school, I mean, the whole boarding house guys, we had all converged at the dining hall watching the final game between Manchester United and Bayern Munich.
Yep,
There were just about two or three people who were supporting Manchester. The rest of us were all supporting Bayern Munich,
yep,
mostly because Osei Kufo was in that team.
yes, sir.
Bayern Munich led the team, they led the game, they played amazing football,
Yes,
and
sir.
just at the dying embers of the game,
They scored
Manchester
two.
United equalized and scored. And And man, it was painful.
And I was the
It was
only
painful.
guy on campus,
And
on
the
the
whole
Fijai
campus
campus.
was quiet except one voice.
And I was the only guy standing on tables, dining hall tables, jumping. I'm like, I told you. Let me
You
tell you
see
one
that
thing.
glory, you see that glory that you got during that time. That is all the payback you've been suffering from them since Alex
Hey,
Ferguson left.
hey, you
That
win
is
some,
all
you
the
lose some.
payback. You'll
The
be
only
winning
reason
all
why,
the small caps
let me
and be
let me tell
jubilating
you,
as if you won the
let me
World
tell
Cup.
you. I think I
Uh-huh.
found the secret. The only reason why Manchester United is not winning games right now is because I'm no more on Fijai campus. When they're playing games and I'm on Fijai campus, it's
Okay.
done.
Thank God
And,
the
and,
only
and,
time you
and,
are
and-
going to be on Fijai campus is this September,
let,
and there's no major cup.
oh man,
So
I'm
after
waiting for
that,
it.
you are back.
I'm
They
waiting.
are back to losing ways.
Let
Uh-huh.
me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one
Mhm.
thing. We talk about life experiences on campus, right? There was one thing that I couldn't do when I was on Fiji
Mhm.
campus, and up to now I hated it, but I've worked on it. So y'all be ready this
Mhm.
September. That's
Mhm.
dancing, right? During entertainment.
That's
Listen,
a
for
tough
three
one.
for 3 years on campus, I never danced.
Mhm.
All I was
No,
doing
no,
was just
no, no, no. There's a difference between you never dance and you couldn't dance because you have no rhythm. The
no
only
problem.
rhythm you have in
Say
you
whatever you
is
want to say. If I could dance, I remember when Storm B from GSTS came and remember you can hate me down, and this guy is
yeah.
going crazy now. All the girls were like, ooh, and in my mind, I'm
Hmm.
like, if I could dance,
You
man,
get all of these
I
girls.
would jump on there right now, and these girls would be going crazy for me, man. I could tell all them boys who could dance, them girls
Mhm.
like them. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, why couldn't I learn how to dance? But I worked on it.
Mhm.
See, this
Okay.
September, I'm
Mhm.
coming. Bro,
Mhm.
I'm Michael Jackson reincarnated.
Walla. And them re. The Michael Jackson, everybody wanna.
Bro, no, no, no. It's Michael Jackson infused with
Uh-huh.
Azonto.
And what? Now there's a lot of CCR Piabo. You don't even,
Bro,
you see, you don't even know the current trend. You don't even know
because
the
no
names of
no
the current
because
trend of
because
dance
because I'm not gonna be following the trend. I'm making my own
because you
thing.
are old school. Uh-huh.
Let me tell
Okay.
you, when September when I step on the dance floor,
Mm-hmm.
right? You guys are gonna
Mm-hmm.
go crazy.
Okay.
All the dancing that I didn't do then, I'm about to
Uh-huh.
do it
You're
right
going to
now.
kill it now.
I'm going to
Okay.
kill it. Bring it
Yeah,
on.
but sure. Yeah, but
And
sure
tell and tell
with
and
your
tell Diana
rhythm
Brown
business.
and tell Diana Brown if she does come, I'm gonna eat
Uh-huh.
right in front of her.
As you are still on Chronicles of Life, in a chat with Andy Leonard Afful, we were both in the same class, and we both completed Fiji in 2000. So it's been 25 years, and we are planning on the homecoming. So we're just having conversation with friends around the world and finding out what they've been up to and how Fiji has, sorry, impacted their life and influencing their decisions now. So you go into poly, you kill it. Now you are out of poly. So we know based on the conversation so far, Ken Ovin has been a great influence. You did all the things that you had to do on Fijai campus. You go into poly now. You've completed poly. How did you, and part of your introduction, you also mentioned that you've been in the States for 20 years now. How did that happen?
So after poly, I told him my obsession was go to UCC.
Yeah, yeah.
So after your national service, everything that you were required by law to do, I was gonna go to UCC.
Uh-huh.
It was written. So
Okay.
I bought my forms and everything, and got it all going. So I was just gonna submit it and wait for the UCC feedback. So I did.
Uh-huh.
So we were waiting for the UCC feedback, and I got a mail, and we were thinking that it's UCC saying, "Come on now, let's go." Actually, it wasn't. It was the American authorities, the lottery
Uh-huh.
authorities, saying that you've won the lottery to go to the United States.
Okay.
So it seems to me that the gods just hated to see me on UCC campus. It's
On
like they were
UCC
fight.
campus.
It's like they said, if this boy goes to UCC, we finish.
It's done.
It's done. It's,
He's done.
it's gonna go
Okay.
crazy. We are not gonna let him go to UCC. So
But
um,
do you know that some people watching would say this boy is crazy. He got the he won the lottery, and he was battling his emotions between going to America and going to UCC.
I wanted to go to UCC. I've heard the names of the hall. I don't know if I'm getting it right. Atlantic Hall, and what I don't know. I've heard some of these
Cassidy
halls,
or something.
Castle,
I
whatever, and
don't
I'm
know.
thinking, I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, if I could get there, I'm gonna go to Atlantic Hall, and
Hmm.
I'm gonna do BCom, and I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna be
You got
down there
everything
by the
figured
beach
out.
on Saturday, and I'm gonna have some girls with me and all that. It was crazy. It was crazy. I had all these dreams, right? So when I
Uh-huh.
got that the chance to come to US, I'm like, man, I just
Hmm.
can't catch a break. I
Hmm.
just can't catch a break. But
Okay,
hey,
so hold on. You applied to UCC after poly, correct?
I applied to UCC after my national service.
After, yes, after
Yeah,
poly and
because
after
when you
national.
graduate, you have to do your national service. So when I
Yeah,
did my
yeah.
national service at whatever it is, then um, I applied to UCC.
Okay.
So when we were waiting for the results, the lottery came first. So it
Yeah.
was after I
Okay.
came to US, my mom was like, "Yeah, the UCC road, but I mean, you're gone. Eventually, I have to, come to the US because I felt the US was going to give me better opportunities in life and the ambition and the dream that I had. I think it was just right for me to come. Um, who knows? Maybe I'll go to UCC when I'm like, God willing, 80 years old to fulfill that dream. You never know.
And how has America treated you this past 20 years? What are some of the
Um,
challenges, some of the achievements?
this conversation is solely based on our 25th anniversary on Fijai campus.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
know everything is supposed to be centered around Fijai campus, but I'm going to be real with you. When I say Fijai really has helped me in my life, I'm not just saying it just because I went to Fijai. It's like, of course, you went to Fijai, so that's what you have to say. No, bro, I'm telling you, if I have to do this again, I
Mhm.
will look straight into my mom's eyes and say, I'm not going to GSCS, I'm going to Fijai. I'm not going
Okay.
to Fancy Pim, I'm going to Fijai. I'm not going to St. Augustine's, I'm going to Fijai. If I
Okay.
knew hindsight, this was what it was going to be, and the knowledge and the wisdom that I tapped from everybody, Ken Obeying, you, other people, I'm okay. Because when I came to US, the very first few years, it was very tough.
Yeah.
It was very, very tough. At some point, I didn't even want to speak because when I started talking, they started making fun of my accent,
Yeah.
right? So you go to work and you don't even want to talk. They're making fun of the way you are dressing. I just got here. I came from Ghana with about two jeans and four t-shirts and stuff like that. So I'm just here to hustle,
Mhm.
right? So you could see people laughing and talking behind your back. And you know how stereotypical Americans are. As soon as you say
Yeah.
you're from Africa, they're thinking, oh, do you sleep with the lions? Do you sleep with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
dogs? So I remember, I think I even called you and I told you that Charlie, things are hard. And you told me, yo, this is what you've been dreaming for. So
Yeah.
stop being a baby and thug it out. Like, stop being a baby and work it out. You'll be fine.
Get it
Then
going. Yeah.
again, the switch bulb came on. Ken Obin said, if you prepare hard enough and you work hard enough, you can dance with anybody. I'm telling you, it got to a point where I felt I became, again, too confident. So I have to bring myself down. You have to catch yourself because
Yeah.
I wanted to prove to them that whatever you think Africa is, this is not a boy. This is not a guy. Take it to other Africans,
Yeah.
right? Take it,
Yeah.
take it to other Africans. This particular one, Fijai had prepared me. My friends have prepared me. I'm here because I belong here,
Okay.
right? So you're from Ukraine, you're from Switzerland, you're an American. I'm gonna express myself, and I'm gonna express myself without fear, and I'm gonna express myself like I belong here. Because Ken Obin told me if you work hard enough and you prepare hard enough, you can compete. And guess what? That's what I did.
That's
Thank God for
awesome.
Fijai.
Yeah. Thank God for preparation. Thank God for
Thank God for Fijai.
self-belief.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank God for self-belief, which is very important because sometimes you can prepare as much as you want, but if you don't even believe in the preparation and
Yeah.
then the battle that you are faced with and
Yeah.
going through the battle, believing that you can go through and succeed, it comes to nothing. So thank God for everything.
Yeah.
But so apart from second, that's how we call him. Apart from
Second.
second's words and his actions that influenced you, what other thing motivates you on a daily basis to achieve what you come to now?
My upbringing.
Hmm. What about it?
The four friends that I made on campus at Fijai, Morg, yourself, and Crunchy, we had a lot of similarities between us. A lot. These were four guys who were not coming from rich families. These were four guys that had to survive on the little that was given to them.
Hmm.
But we made it our lifelong ambition and believed in Allah, God, that look, we're gonna put in the work and we're gonna be okay. So what motivates me is to believe that I'm gonna give my kids that life that I probably never had,
Hmm.
right? Give them the best of everything, right? So besides the words of Kenobin is family, to know that look, I'm gonna let you live a life that I wish I had,
Yeah.
right? And hopefully you will take full advantage of it. Maybe I wasn't, maybe I took my eye off the ball sometimes. But for me, my motivation is that I'm gonna guide my kids, the right way, and hopefully they will not take their eyes off the main prize and not to take this for granted. You were not born at Ifion Kwanta, Charlie. You were born in Atlanta Jones Creek, right? But you're
Yeah.
gonna live your life like you were born at Ifion Kwanta Hospital, as long as with me, and it's my job to inculcate that in them. So basically, those are the things that motivate me. And the other thing is that look, hopefully we do well in life so that we can give back to Fijai. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
if a school has impacted your life like that, it's only fair for you to go back to your alma mater and say thank you for everything. Look, other people don't want to talk about it because they feel they didn't go to these big name schools, and I'm telling you again, put me anywhere,
Hmm.
I will tell you proudly I went to Fijai Secondary School, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. There is there is no second guessing myself on that. Yeah.
Thank you. The thing about Andy is we can have this conversation for 3 hours because we have so much that we can talk about. But then when the conversation also becomes too long, then it becomes boring. So I think that we would have to end it here and then we think about it if we would have a second one because
Anytime.
yes, then we think about it if we will have a second one because we are already 1 minute into this. Remember I mentioned again that this is the second season of the Chronicles of Life that airs on Zaki Media TV on YouTube. Now for this second season it is all about my secondary school mates of Fijai Secondary School in Ghana who has spread all over the world doing amazing things. We are just catching up as it's been that's 25 years since we completed Fijai. And this is my friend. In fact, he is my brother. So there's so much that we can talk about that I know that you'll be watching and be bored about it. So let's end it here. And then I promise that we'll have a part two.
Yes,
Yeah, we
sir.
should have that part two. Yes,
Let's do it.
because we will have part two. We'll talk about after poly work, US proper, the challenges and everything. Because the more we have conversations, I believe that other people watch it, they
Yes, sir.
learn. Because
Let's do it.
there are people who don't have influences like we did like
Yeah.
influence from friends, influence from immediate family, influence
Yeah.
from the environment. You get it. And
Yes,
remember,
sir.
influences can be both can be either positive or negative. It is up to you to choose the one that will shape the next step that you take. You
Yes, sir.
understand? So let's end it here. But before you go, two groups of people I want you to say something to. Again, to the current students of Fijai, what would you tell them?
You are not there by mistake. I don't
Mhm,
care whether Fijai was your first choice, second choice, or the government placed you, because I know now they have all these new system they're using in Ghana.
mhm,
If you are on a Fijai campus, make the best out of it. You are in one of the best schools that you can ever be in the Western regions. Forget about the fact that it's probably not one of the top name schools from Central region. I understand that. But if you prepare hard enough, you work hard enough, and you believe in yourself, you're going to be all right. Nobody is going to buy questions for you. That one,
mhm.
believe you me, it will not happen. Fijai didn't give us any shortcut. Fijai will not give you any shortcut. Fijai will want you to prepare and learn hard. So you are not going to get questions bought for you. Believe in yourself, and you're going to be all right.
Okay, that is for the Fijai student. And now to our mates.
Listen, if you have any feelings towards Fijai campus for the 3 years that you spent over there, this is not a time to bring it up. Dump it
Mhm,
somewhere. 25 years, we've not had chance to see each other. Look, I haven't seen some of you ever, ever. And unfortunately, sometimes when you get to see somebody, they say the person has passed on Facebook. That's the only time you see it,
mhm,
right? 25 years, we have an opportunity to go back, but say, talk about life, look, build networks. You never know.
mhm.
Your next breakthrough might be with somebody that did home economics that you meet on campus. You never know. You have
Yeah.
nothing to lose. You spend 3 years over there anyway, so you can't tell me you're not going to be able to spend 2 days on campus,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Come on, come on, and let's see what Fijai is going to bring us next.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know the reason why I'm laughing here? So Andy is somebody that, of course, he's my brother, so we talk very often. Every 2, 3 days we talk. Now, our choice of language is always Fanti and some pidgin English.
Yeah.
So my challenge was how we're going to have this conversation with English from start to finish. From
Hey,
start to finish. Yeah,
hey,
but then we just ease into it,
hey,
and it's been good, and it's
hey.
been good, and I'm happy we had this conversation, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
and thank you to you for tuning in. Thank you to you for subscribing to this channel, Zaki Media TV on YouTube. Thank you to you for making it a plan to watch the next video. And thank you. But remember, good is good if no one does it, and bad is still bad if everybody does it. We are out. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.